Awkward Segue, and welcome to the podcast. What's up, everybody? I'm Connor.
I'm Kirsten.
Hello, Internet. I'm Ephie.
And I'm Leo.
Welcome to the podcast, guys. That's right, our first official guest. We've been talking about it, bragging about it for years now.
Guess what? We're in Georgia.
They came all the way down here just to be on this podcast.
Will it hurt the mic if I clap?
How? That should be fine. This is weird clapping, though. I don't know, but that's not like applause clapping. That's like robotic.
Right?
There's two of us.
We're doing like a round of applause, right?
ASMR for people who hate themselves.
I've never heard something more accurate.
I can't tell
Please
if
be
this
water.
So this is a special episode. If you're aware, and everyone basically is. Actually, since this is going to go up on a Friday, we might be back next week or the week after that, because I get paid this Friday.
Oh, we're not gonna be here.
Well, you're still in the podcast.
Well, I mean, yeah, you'll be. Sorry, if this is as good as time as any to plug it, but we did a live stream on Ephie's channel where we played Drunk Never Have I Ever, and this is basically immediately after that.
Wow. Yeah. We're very intoxicated.
No, we're
still.
fine. Everyone's fine.
Everyone's great. Everyone can drive.
Tell me how to live,
and
Mom.
lift heavy machinery.
Like we normally do.
You can't just decide I'm drunk. So awkward segue. We're gonna do that thing where on our show where we answer listener questions. So if you want your question answered, hey, can I help you with something, Kirsten?
Shut up.
If you want your question answered on Awkward Segue, don't forget you can send it to any of our social medias at Awkward Segue PM on Twitter, at Awkward Segue Podcast on Instagram, and at Awkward Segue on Facebook and Reddit. Ask us questions, and also we have our anonymous email or very anonymous email if you're pants signal.
You have an email? That's
Yeah,
so
it's
official, you
awkward.
guys.
It's awkwardseguequestions@gmail.com. awkwardseguequestions@gmail.com. Now, on to the show. Kirsten, I'm gonna punch the snot out of you.
He lied to me. It's vodka.
I could go for some
You know what
vodka.
people love? Visual humor.
go.
Before we start questions, sorry, I wanted to finish what I was thinking. Our hiatus should be over soon. This is kind of a special episode since they're only here for, this is like essentially the last day they're here.
Yeah.
And we're getting our big crossovers done. Fucking Marvel, eat your heart out. So we're just trying to get this done. So we're using, it might sound a little less high quality than it usually does, which it doesn't sound great at the moment, but hopefully that should all be fixed by next episode, which will hopefully be out next Friday, if not the Friday after that, because I should have money to buy new mics after this.
Listen, the Yeti mic that we have has never worked since the day we got it.
Fair, my Yeti has been, which is the mic we're using right now, it has been a faithful companion most of the time. Other times it's been a piece of shit.
I was gonna say, why has ours been a fickle
doing all right.
bitch then?
But this is still the mic I use for voiceover work.
Oh, really?
Not that I do that much voiceover work, but auditioning for voiceover work.
That counts.
I auditioned to read for a kid's book, like a kid's ghost book,
to God.
and I didn't get it.
Connor, you can narrate my book.
You have a book?
Yeah, I do.
Awesome.
That's not ironic, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's your book? You want to plug it? Is it
Plug your
is it
book.
like a self-published book?
It's published, not self-published, because I can't figure out any of that out.
Really? What book is it?
It's-
If you don't have to say it if you don't want to, but
Okay.
now I'm kind of.
Every time I get drunk and talk about my book, it's like the only time I
You're like a
remember
real
it.
author.
It's the only time I remember it exists.
That's painfully accurate.
It's called Ripped, and it's under my author name, which is JayJ.Anne, ANNE, and that's it. You can find it on Goodreads, Barnes and Noble. I think that's it.
It's better. See, you're a published author.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I did.
I could have used that in Never Have I Ever.
I won though, so.
Yeah, it's too late. Well, so now you
Too
spoiled the end. So awkward segue. Do you like musicals? Like Grease?
Yes.
Obviously, I was in a musical.
Man.
What musical?
I was in Les Mis. Les Miserables.
I'm Les Miserables
Shut your
listening to that soundtrack.
I love that. I love that musical. I can sing every song by myself.
That's pretty impressive.
intense.
I like musicals. Musicals. I really like the soundtrack to the new Beetlejuice musical.
Oh, it's so good.
It's so good.
I've not seen that. I need to see that.
I haven't
Have you
seen it
listened
yet,
to
but the
Hades Town?
soundtrack.
Some of the songs just flow into the next one, so you can't tell where it ends, and it's amazing.
I love that.
Oh, I want to.
Real nerd shit going on.
I want to say something. I found out about a musical thanks to Taylor. She told me about a little musical called The Lightning Thief.
What?
AKA, they made a Percy Jackson musical, and the soundtrack is
What?
fucking lit.
You've not heard
They
of
did?
that?
I hadn't heard about it. It's
It's
incredible.
Good. It's so good.
Tree on the Tree on the Hill.
Yes.
Oh my god! And Son of a God.
Yes.
Like what the hell?
You have not heard of that?
I
the
didn't know-
musical is better than any of the movies that they could ever
Oh
come
no,
out
the
with.
movies are trash. The movies are terrible. The books are fantastic.
The musical, though.
The musical
Second tier.
apparently fucking amazing. I really want to see the musical now.
Have you seen the Book of Mormon?
Oh, I love the Book of Mormon.
I
I
love it
love
so
the
much.
Book
I haven't
of
gotten to see the
Mormon.
thing, but I've
so
heard all of the
funny.
soundtrack for that one.
Elle, are you okay over there? Ellis?
Eating his taffy.
Intensely eating Laffy Taffy.
I can't get it open.
Have you learned nothing?
Yeah,
I
I've
did
got
it the
my
way
help
she
in.
taught me. Failed my master.
Oh man! Also, all these questions are coming in from our good pal Pants Signal once again.
Signal.
Pants Signal, you're a
best
trooper.
friend.
You
Oh,
save the
nice.
day every single day.
That's
I
one
know who
homie
Pant
I
Signal
kissed
is from the
tonight.
show, but not from, like, real life.
We don't know.
That's how we know him too, from the show and not real life.
He'll
Oh,
be
no.
our next internet friend.
I watch every... I'm going to say this right now. I watch every Awkward Segue, or I listen to them all. I listen to every single one.
Oh,
I love
thank you.
guys. You guys are so funny. You make me laugh every day.
He's so nice. He's
Also-
good.
So
Kirsten,
nice, thank you.
I want to be honest. I thought you were blonde.
I was blonde.
Seriously?
Yeah, I dyed my hair like.
Yeah, that's
a
why
couple
she's
days
blonde.
ago.
That's why she's blonde in
I
the
listen-
art we made. We had Ashley make.
I listened to every one of your podcasts, and I was like, Kirsten is blonde. Like, I
I
feel
was
it.
blonde for a
I
long
feel it
time.
in my bones.
You live in my bones.
I feel like I was meant to be blonde.
Yes.
My hair's super
I
dark.
love your hair now, though. It's so cute.
Thank you.
Yeah, I guess you only really had seen you had seen me and Kyle visually.
You look exactly how you sound, Connor. Like, I don't know how to say that any nicer, but
To
like,
anyone listening, just picture how you think Connor looks, and that is exactly how he looks.
Yeah, I'm amorphous. I just
If any were
constantly shifting.
artists. We'll ignore that.
It's like on the YouTube channel and on our Instagram, we have a lot of pictures of us. Like so we
Oh well.
we try to make our faces visible. Anyone who knows our podcast from either RTX or Dragon Con also will know what we look like, or at least what I look like.
next
Yeah.
year, deadass, next year, I really want to go to RTX.
You should.
Yes,
That would be so much
big
fun.
group RTX. Oh my god, I would lose my shit if all of us got to go to a con together.
That would be so fun. I really want to do that.
Oh wait, what's that?
What?
Who's that? Who's that going down the runway? Is that not a fashion icon? No,
JoJo's
that's a fashion iconer. Hi there, everybody. Welcome to the new segment.
Oh no.
Welcome to Fashion Iconer, where Connor tells you the newest fashions and trends.
It's
Never
not
needed
JoJo
something
Siwa.
more.
This is
I'm
not.
upset.
It's not. I don't know. I don't have the big bow. I can't pull that off.
Disappointing.
I think you look cute.
Today we're talking about fingerless gloves. Don't ever fucking wear them. You're not a Pokemon trainer.
Hey,
What if you
my
were?
emo phase has something to say. MCR, have you ever heard of them?
Yes, my cool rat.
They're getting back together.
They're getting back.
They
Thank
are.
you.
Yeah.
Put
If you-
her emo phase in its fucking place.
Hey, no.
Okay, hey, let me finish. Alternative to fingerless gloves, fingered gloves.
Yeah.
No.
No.
The reverse of fingerless gloves, no palms. Keeps your fingers warm. It's okay to have cold palms, but cold fingers is unbearable.
I know.
So have palmless gloves.
I dig it.
Why does it sound like something they'd give ADHD kids who can't put their phone down?
With technology these days, we can have the touch pad finger gloves.
Oh my
True.
god. You're
Palmless gloves. They're in vogue now. I have made them. I have willed them into the world.
So your bit is just like lying.
No, it's not. My bit is giving fashion advice to all the troubled teens.
Yeah,
Want to listen to our podcast.
And can't afford Ritalin.
Thank you to Taylor for giving me this bit.
Aww.
Your sober self is gonna have so much fun editing this.
I'm sober now. This is just how I act.
Yeah.
I haven't
Massive.
finished a single beer.
That's not fair.
Look at that
Connor's
bottle
been drunk
compared to
once.
his hands.
It was terrifying.
I feel like second. Like I'm second. You guys are like third and fourth.
If I was drunk, you would all be in a
I
constant
feel
bear
like you're
hug.
fourth and he's third.
It would literally just be a non-stop hug from me if I was drunk.
I couldn't resist, can I?
Bring it in.
No,
Just
he aggressively
crash
hugged
over
her
the
friend
table.
so hard that she was hearing ringing in her ears for a day.
Well, no, it's because I yanked her earring on accident.
No, it's because you were smacking into her ear because you were hugging her. Really
I didn't
intense.
mean to. I just was really excited to see
Any
everybody.
alcohol that you don't want, I will drink it, and I will be fine tomorrow morning. I promise.
Drink some Wiechtensteiner.
Say it again.
That's a diss against Colorado. I will
We
not
hen
drink it.
stepfanner.
Drink it.
Quit spilling water on her phone. Fuck's
fine.
sake.
Have a
I
wee
needed
sip
that.
stepfather.
My
It's
stepfather.
I'll take this.
Okay. Awkward
I'll take
segue.
this.
What would you like your name to have been?
Why does this beer smell
Yes.
like barbecue?
What the fuck are you talking
Smell
about?
this. Tell me it doesn't smell like barbecue.
Oh, it kind of does smell like barbecue.
Weird.
Fuck, what kind of barbecue
Okay,
are you
I have a
having?
story.
A beer barbecue.
I have a story. Are you ready, Connor?
Of course.
So obviously I was adopted from my live stream, which you should check out, which is youtube.com/gc/Ephie.
Nice plug.
Yeah. My name,
so
if I was
much
not
stuff
adopted,
in
would
that.
be Angelica and
Idiot.
DeBalos.
That's a
pretty
cool
cool.
last
That's a
name.
pretty cool
That
name.
sounds like a famous person name.
It
It
does.
does.
I embrace it.
If I could have my name, I'd want like a cool name. I'd want it to be like really like rad, like Hawk Eagle Storm,
Fucking
You
nerd.
can't pull that now.
No.
Aether Scorn.
Aether
awful.
You could
Storm.
literally do nothing but skateboard with that.
I'd be Leo.
Leo.
My name would be Leo last name.
Fuck you, Leo. Your name is lame. Yeah, fuck you, Leo.
what-
No one likes you.
What would your name be if you could have it to be anything, Leo?
Honestly, if I could have it to be anything,
Oh, don't ask him. He wants to change his middle name. That's dumb.
I want to change my middle
fine.
name. Well, I want to add to my middle name.
I wanted to add to my middle name too. Because I talked to my parents, they thought about it, and my dad vetoed the whole decision.
Oh shit.
It would have been blank first name. We'll just say Leo, whatever.
Leo.
Otto Jacob Mambrino Pinello.
Jesus.
Whoa. What a bad name.
Yeah.
I mean, badass. Oh my god.
He
I
made
meant to
fun of
say-
me. No, it's
I
not
meant to
fair.
say what a badass name. Because it's just.
That name.
Because you could just be like. Yeah, because it sounds so dramatic. Like, yes, I'm
That's
this.
not fair.
It sounds like Carmen in Spy Kids.
What
where
a
she
bad
talks for
name.
10 minutes.
That's
He made
it,
fun
yeah.
of me. He made fun of me for having two middle names, which I didn't even control that. Like my parents, they looked at
I'm
me.
so sorry.
Okay, so my parents are very Japanese. My mom was like, she needs to have a Japanese middle name and then an American middle name, and then no one will make fun of her.
Aww.
And
So,
then no one will
That's
make
very
fun of her.
sweet.
Yeah, and then
Fast forward
and then
20
Leo
years.
made
Fucking
fun of me
nerd.
for having two middle names, which I didn't even pick, and now he wants three middle names that he picked.
Yeah, it's
If
lit.
you have three middle names, then you only really have one middle name.
Exactly. Because there's 5 altogether.
That's not even true.
Exactly. When I was a little kid, I wanted to change my name to Daisy.
Daisy.
Dumb shit. Dumb shit. But now I want to do something cool, like Sabine, or
I like Sabine.
Sabine would be
Fucking send
nice,
it,
I
dude.
think.
Blade. Blade
That's
Echo
Blade.
Chamber.
Bad
Chamber.
names. You're not good at naming
Blade
people.
Blink 182.
Dude, all the boys would be fighting for
Blade.
you. I'm
And
saying
then
it
scissor
right
hand.
Ed Blade. Skyzer Fingers.
Oh, God.
And blade hand
This is a pretty
scissors.
dope name.
You can't even see it, but
I
I'm
know.
doing the Colorado rad.
Jesus middle finger.
So you know in Colorado instead of
Oh, that's my name. That's my band name.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, no, you're wrong. Jesus Middle Finger. That's my
Banger.
Jesus Middle Finger is my band name.
Middle finger.
I was gonna say, you know, in Colorado, instead of flipping people off, we do the finger guns.
What?
People will pass you and flip you off, and you'll be like, "Hey!" like the finger guns.
That's
Yeah,
You guys just an
amazing.
us thing.
Yeah,
I think
oh,
that's
you're
us
an
being
asshole.
passive aggressive
That's not even
fucks
true.
thing.
We only do that because everyone else does that.
Awkward segue.
What up?
Okay.
Has anyone ever said, you look like blank? Insert name. Yeah, I've gotten a
Yes.
couple. You
Actually,
look like
yeah.
McLovin. Hey, has anyone ever told you you look like McLovin?
Everyone in the world says that to you.
Holy shit.
And then I grew a beard, and I haven't heard it since.
I'll
Do you know
say
who
it.
my doppelganger
decision.
is? Sasuke and Sakura's daughter.
Sarada.
Sarada.
Aw.
That's who my doppelganger
I
is.
can kind of see that.
I will, yeah. Let me
Yes.
Oh, God.
Sorry. I did a cosplay yesterday.
While she looks that up, someone told me I look like James McAvoy, but only from, like, Narnia.
I can see that.
Yeah, I get that.
Only the Mr. Tumnus from Narnia, though.
Hey, Mr. Tumnus was hot.
You right.
There's a lady I work. Oh shit, I can see that. Like
Yeah.
hardcore.
That's not even hard.
Are you showing me? I live with you.
There's a lady I work with who always compares me to 1950s movie stars. When I
I
was
see
blonde,
that.
I was Marilyn Monroe. Now I'm Anne Margaret, Elvis Presley's only love, so she says.
Are you sure that's not just the dementia setting in?
Didn't Elvis
She's
Presley...
very kind.
Oh no, that was Johnny Cash. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Jonathan Cashaniel?
Awful name.
Awkward segue.
Alright.
Are you bi?
Yes.
Monthly now? He's making a joke. He put the
Damn.
ellipses in. He made a joke about our infrequency. But I've already addressed that pant signal.
Yeah, I
so
know.
who's on top of it now?
No, I miss
Still
your guys'
them.
podcast.
Them.
You guys are always
I
like,
miss
oh,
doing it weekly.
We have technical
hard.
difficulties.
usually
Our
it's
microphone's broken.
Yeah.
Our
wow.
microphone's broken, and then Connor will come. It'll come to be like Wednesday evening or Thursday, and he's like, "Hey, can you guys record tonight? I need more warning than that."
Yeah.
Because I'm the only one trying to schedule the
We
podcast.
record like
Do you work
Saturday.
mornings?
sometimes
Yeah, exactly.
it's hard.
Awkward
I don't understand.
segue. Would you partake in the purge?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would
Ooh.
rather die.
What? You don't have to kill anyone.
Well, so be it.
we already learned.
I'm gonna
last
move this
chapter,
big
it's
bottle of
over
vodka
our
away
lives,
from
destroy
your
the moon.
feet.
I would destroy the moon.
Good call.
Hell yeah.
Not a good call.
I would not.
It's not a crime.
Okay, but I would probably, if I was in the purge, I would do like everything would be online. So I would do like hacking.
Nice.
I would do like money laundering.
Hell yeah.
That would be the only crimes that I would commit during the purge. I would not leave my house.
I would eat another human.
What the
What?
fuck?
Zlunch.
Oh,
You're the
okay.
worst.
You like my joke? What would you do, Leo?
Oh, we're skipping? Yeah, I would definitely do some sick shit. Not gonna lie.
Oh, shut up. Do not admit that to the public.
Like, you know, I'd kill. Like, if I had a neighbor that really pissed me off.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Dunsies. Their kids, too. I don't want that bloodline continuing. Or
What
like,
the fuck?
or I'd go the other way, and I'd want them to survive, but they'd be like legless just the rest of their lives.
Oh my god.
So I could go back every year on the purge and just do some more sick shit to them.
What
They're
the
awful beings.
fuck?
Kill themselves.
You
Oh.
asked.
What? Okay.
This has been the realest
This
answer
is
we've had.
like, you know what? This is right now. You're Nick's replacement. Nick's usually the one who says,
Oh, I
"Oh,
miss
I
Nick.
kicked it over," after I made a
I'm
big
so
deal.
mad that I didn't get to meet Nick. I wanted to meet Nick more
You
than
got to meet
anything.
Nick.
You
Nick was
did
here last
meet Nick.
night.
You met Nick
Talking
several
about.
times.
Kyle is the one you didn't
Oh,
get to
Kyle.
meet.
Yeah, you're right.
Which is fine. Kyle's nothing.
I only met Nick twice. That's not enough.
That's fair.
Who was your favorite teacher and why? His name was Mr. McCauley. He was the coolest science teacher ever. I had him freshman year of high school. He was rich as all hell.
Yeah.
Had done basically everything.
He was
and
amazing.
didn't give a shit. He
Yeah,
did like you could ask
mustache.
him science questions. He had a beautiful mustache. You could ask him science questions, and he'd just talk about it for a while.
Yeah.
But
He once
showed
told
his
me where.
mustache.
Yeah.
He, was
He
like,
once told me where to get liquid nitrogen.
Oh,
He
What a hero.
he'd bring in his
Get me water,
snakes.
The newspaper, the school newspaper wrote a little thing about him, and it was insane. It was just like a fever dream about him fighting some bears in a pit and coming out and just like stroking his mustache and lighting a cigar. It
Dude, that wasn't.
He was
real.
fucking cool as all hell, though.
could have
Alright.
been.
My favorite teacher was probably Miss B. She was like a 6th grade English teacher of mine. She's now adopted like 3 kids, I think, from Africa and like America and stuff.
Oh, that's
She's
nice.
really great.
And she listens to this podcast.
Yeah.
So she's going to hear this.
She has Facebook friends. If I tag her in it, she might listen to this.
Oh,
She might be
God.
really disappointed that I'm like super drunk though. So,
It's okay. I'll distract her with the word urethra. Urethra!
Yeah, that's my favorite teacher. What about you, Kirsten?
I feel like mine's gonna have to also be Macaulay. I had him this year before Connor did. He was incredible and amazing. And my other favorite teacher ended up being emotionally abusive and made me almost kill myself at one point.
What?
Oh.
Who? What? When?
I want
Where?
to say her
Why?
name out loud.
Say like an
Sounds like you should. Sounds like she needs to be fired.
Oh, she doesn't work at school anymore.
Oh, okay.
Our friend's parents almost got her fired, and then she left voluntarily the next.
Okay.
You know who it is. I'm not gonna straight up say her name. Who was like? There was one teacher that I got super attached to. I had her.
Oh,
like,
wait.
4 different
Oh,
classes.
wait, why didn't I realize
she was like
that?
emotionally and verbally abusive.
That's so sad.
Oh,
I'm
it was
sorry.
rough. It's fine.
Do you want some orange juice?
I can't.
Yeah, I'll take
I
some
think
more
she.
juice.
I like erased her from my mind. I forgot about her.
She's.
Come on, stop.
My God. Maybe.
You good? Oh God.
I'm so scared. I'm
It's
so
fine.
scared about this one.
Stop for
I
this
had
poor
plenty of
better.
vodka. I wanted more vodka, but apparently I was cut off.
For all of you listening at home, it was the scariest, fastest, like shakiest pour.
Hey,
But it's all.
I am a Bartista.
You are a Bartista. You draw Bart for a living.
Yes.
Bart Simpson, man. Awkward say. Oh no, you didn't say. I'm sorry, Leo. You didn't give us your answer.
No, it's
Leo,
fine.
who's
That was fucking terrifying to watch. I had a really awesome professor for philosophy in my freshman year of college. And
Oh, dope.
he was just really fucking cool. Everyone else, he was super, like, he knew his subject really well. But I'm pretty sure he was on the spectrum somewhere because he just could not talk to people or, like, convey normal emotions. Or he'd make jokes that I was the only jackass that chuckled at. So that was fucking rad. But no, he was just really cool. And I was getting what he was saying, like, when he was talking about or explaining certain things, which was super awesome. But then he was also just a really cool dude. Like, our final, or extra credit final MASH thing together, which only 4 people showed up to, was watching fucking Star Trek.
That's so cool.
It was rad. And he even ordered pizza, because there was only 4 of us. He's like, you guys... He just literally paused it. He was like, you guys want some pizza? Like, yes, please.
I wanted to take, straight up a philosophy class. It's such a fun subject, I think.
I think
It really
philosophy
is.
is interesting.
One of
Are you
those...
very introspective, do you think?
I try to be. I like thinking about all those, machinations of the world.
Me too.
Like, is evil a thing?
Elle's thing has
That's
definitely
interesting.
always been like philosophy and history.
And then I looked at how much either of those guys make and decided, how about
Oh no!
Yeah, but you're very smart.
The only job for a philosopher is either
Philosophy teacher.
philosophy teacher or
unfortunately.
hoping that you make a successful enough book.
The one
Hell yeah.
statistic he did tell me was that people who take more philosophy classes, just students, or who are more able to understand that type of thinking, it's not a level, it's more of a type, do a lot better in other classes just because they're able to approach those classes from a separate angle. So
I like that.
I hope to fuck he was right, or else I'm going to struggle for the next 3 more years, but
You didn't like math very much, but who did?
That's hard.
I love math.
math is trash.
Awkward segue. Here's a good question. Will you do video for your D&D podcast? I hear YouTube gets you more listeners.
Yay!
I don't think we're gonna end up doing a video for
Boo.
just
Boo!
because we don't really have a good video setup at the moment.
We can get one.
Yeah, I don't play D&D, but I like your stuff because I want to play D&D.
Right?
Yeah,
Oh my god,
I
yes.
like the idea of
for
it.
real. Like your stuff got so much like good traction.
You're getting fucking mobbed right
Sorry,
now.
I watch everything that you like upload.
Aw.
It's probably weird, but like I really support you. So
I
like
know, I love it. I support you guys. I love literally all videos that you guys put up. I'm just like, yes.
But yeah, I watch everything you put up, D&D and like Awkward Segue, everything, and I know how many views your like D&D stuff gets because it's good.
Oh man, I've been meaning to make more of that because that was on my personal YouTube channel.
Yeah, I know. know, 500 views or something like that.
Yeah, I made a
600?
I made a video that was supposed to be part of a series called Spell Saves, where I talked about D&D spells I liked, and I did a whole thing where I like made an incantation for the cantrip Toll the Dead.
Yes.
And
What's your person on
I thought that was
YouTube?
really cool.
Take a wild guess.
The Masterful Nerd.
You did it. That's
Do I
what
follow you?
you might. I don't know.
do follow you. No, I liked all of that stuff. I think you should go deep into it because there's so many people that play D&D now. Like, there's so many people that want to play D&D.
D&D is in its like golden age, I think, right now with the amount of love it's getting. And it's just growing and growing. People are just coming in waves, and I love that because and I love D&D podcasts because they that's what got me into D&D. Like I was interested in it before. It's like, but I knew nothing about it. And then Dice Camera Action it was like way into the show when I started watching it. But then I started watching Dice Camera Action, and that's what just really gave me this love for D&D. And then, of course, the Adventure Zone and Critical Role also just... Now, I'm obsessed with the Adventure Zone. You can hear from Kirsten.
So
I've
good.
re-listened to Balance at least 5
So many
different times. And I need to listen to Amnesty, but Graduation also just started. And this is just going to turn into a McElroy love rant if I keep going. So I'm going to stop for now.
Boys.
No, the question was, are you going to do D&D videos based on your, like, the audio that you've done?
No. I think they were asking if the D&D podcast is going to be video.
I think you should do
so.
it. I think you should do video versions of all your podcasts.
I think it'd be amazing.
I think that
I'd be open to doing it if we could get a better, like, a more organized setup. Like, our new mic setup's going to look a lot cleaner than what the other ones are. Because it's going to be a little more traditional with mics on the stands as opposed to, like, the ones that cling to the table and kept falling off. Or just our lapel mics.
But I definitely think, because I do watch that stuff. Like, and I like it, even though I don't know anything about D&D. Like, me as an outsider, looking in, I think you should do it. Because, like, even listening to the audio and stuff is really entertaining. But, like, if you did videos on it, it would be, like, perfect, you know?
I was going to say, you're worried about a setup. Give it, like, an afternoon. You could have this place so good.
Also, like, no one cares. Like, we do live streams in our bedroom alone. Like, I have, like, 500 subscribers?
Damn.
Yeah.
That's fair.
No one cares. You should do it. You should go for it.
Sounds good then. And also sounding good, speaking of words, awkward segue.
Oh!
You guys watch Joker?
I have not yet.
What did you think? Yeah, none of us have watched Joker.
No.
So
sorry.
instead,
I think I'm just a dog chasing a car.
enjoy my review of Joker.
All right.
I really enjoyed the new Joker movie. I liked the part when he did a handstand. I liked the part where he kissed that frog and it turned into an uglier frog. And I really, really liked the part when the uglier frog spat 1,000 gallons of just pure ranch into a Walmart and it flooded.
Yeah, man, I love that
And the
part.
Joker just looked at the camera and went, "It's a living."
Walk Queen Phoenix, you know, man?
That's what he do.
Yeah, fucking love Walk Queen.
I'm going to be sick.
You like Disney?
Fucking
Yeah.
who doesn't?
Yeah, right? I like Disney movies. I don't like Disney as like a company or a
No,
corporation
yeah.
because
A
they're
corporation.
terrible people.
We can't
But I
support
like Disney
corporations
movies.
in this house.
But no, I like Disney movies. I'm still a sucker for. If I got a chance to go to Disney World or Disneyland, I'd be like, hell
Are
yeah!
you kidding me? I'm gonna kick down so many kids to see Frozen 2.
I was just about to say, I'm totally getting Elsa tattooed on my face tomorrow.
No bite, no
Amazing.
fight.
No bite, no fight.
No bite, no fight,
You're not
Effie.
there for that?
I don't know.
You were there. It
Yeah.
was last night.
Oh.
Talking about the guy who like people were like pushing over kids to see some dragon.
Yeah. So there is a guy, like a Chinese guy, this is at a Chinese festival at our Asian Pacific market at home, and he was like lecturing adults because he's like, I seen you push kids around to like see the dragon. Like, I seen you poke his eyes out, and there's one time where he got really mad because people were listening. He's like, no fight, no bite.
No fight, no bite.
No fight, no bite.
Might be
That's
my
so funny.
favorite fucking phrase ever.
Amazing.
I want that on every piece of clothing I have. Just
Yes.
no fight, no bite.
But
He
no
was just
bite.
so you poke his eye out, you kick children, and no one's listening. So he's like, no bite, no bite.
Yeah, Leo, though, you really shouldn't have poked that kid's eye out.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
I know it was you. Because I was that kid. Prepare for revenge.
Oh shit!
Oh no.
Awkward segue. Ooh, if you won tickets to the Pornhub Awards, would you go?
Is that a thing?
Obviously.
Yes.
Sorry.
You wouldn't? I would absolutely go.
Yeah.
I would
for sure.
absolutely go.
Well, I want to see what prizes they'd get.
Obviously, if you
What
were,
are the awards?
What
Like
prizes?
best cum shot?
if you were on the
Absolutely,
Pornhub
that's
Awards,
one of them.
you would be making so much money.
Honestly, the
Are
kid
you
is
kidding me? I
fucking
can
rich,
live
dude.
in the Springs where rent is like $1,500 for a studio apartment.
Best step parents.
Yeah. Woo.
Damn. Gross.
Oh,
The
gross.
Family Values Award.
Elle and I look related. We can like.
I had a coworker say that unironically.
Yeah,
What?
I know. We don't even look. He's white.
Did
You
they-
guys
Obviously.
don't look related at
I'm
all.
very-
What if
I
I,
don't
was
see it.
lit and like
Obviously.
really just?
Seriously, for Pornhub, we could
What
like.
the fuck? Oh my god.
Are we talking about cousin fucker porn?
No.
Awkward segue.
Oh, okay.
Ever gotten your prostate checked?
Not
I don't
lately.
have a prostate.
Right, I was gonna say the same thing.
What?
Not
For
on
real?
purpose. I don't
Yes.
know.
Buddy.
You're making things up.
No.
Everyone has a prostate.
No. Only males.
This is news to me.
That actually is. I did
I'm
not realize.
worried.
Yeah, me too.
Listen, I live in the Bible Belt. They're not going to teach me biology.
You're a guy though. They might teach you your biology.
No. I learned that it's okay to have erections in math class without any explanation because my body is changing. That was on the pamphlet, and I was like, "Oh, thank God."
That was on the pamphlet. Man, you didn't just have to hide that shit like the rest of us.
No, it's on the.
Well, I didn't announce it. I didn't be like, "Guys, check this one out." I tuck it into my waistband like a self-respecting adult.
Sorry.
Effie, how'd you hide your boners?
Yeah, please.
Me?
You
Yeah.
tell.
I mean, I have this thing called a clitoris.
What is it?
Listen, you
That's a
cle-
myth. Also, you missed the table twice.
Oh God. Effie, you clearly have the biggest dick energy out of any of us.
Yeah, I got big dick energy.
For fucking years. So awkward segue.
Read it out loud.
Have you ever gotten shirts or hoodies made just for you?
No.
Kind of?
Yes.
No.
I am very small.
Oh, a friend of ours once, when we were running a gaming channels that I shall not mention.
Mention it. Mention it.
Say it.
No, I don't want to.
I know you're dubbed like you're.
Because I don't love the quality of the videos on a lot of them. Some of them I think are still
What
funny.
is your bridge channel like?
No. Let me finish my story. One of our friends made like logo shirts for that for us. And I was like, that's dope as hell.
That's actually really sweet. Did you kiss him on the lips?
Oh yeah, you know it. I gave him the full tongue
If
action.
you don't kiss your homies goodnight, you're not even a friend.
You're
It's
gonna
like, what
have
the-
so
That's
much
fair.
fun editing. This is gonna be a mess.
Sorry to hijack that. Anyway.
Sorry.
No, I fair. That I fair.
I'm fair.
It's.
Hey.
We're all drunk.
I'm
We all
not
had a lot
drunk,
of
but I just
vodka.
can't fucking talk.
Yeah, it's fine.
Awkward segue.
Fair.
What do you wear in bed?
Nothing.
Oh, really?
How is that news to you?
Me. We sleep in the same bed. We
Oh.
have. I'm fine. I got it.
I thought you said that wasn't
That is so much.
alcoholic. You're pouring vodka right into that orange juice you offered me. I'm starting to think you tried to lie to me. Oh God, I'm so scared.
If you puke in this rental Porsche,
I'm not gonna puke. I've never had a hangover.
Just roll out the
Oh yeah,
window.
they came fucking flexing in on us, by the way, in their rental Porsche.
Yeah, we're broke now. We're gonna go home and not be able to pay rent.
Also what I sleep in the shirt I wore that day and a pair of gym shorts.
Why would you wear a shirt? Like that's. Just...
I feel exposed when I'm shirtless in bed.
Oh,
I
that's
feel
what
like
the
something
top
can
sheets
get
for.
me.
That was really like a big ass t-shirt.
Yeah, there you go.
This was good. This was comfortable.
That
I
was
feel constricted because I'm very hairy and I'm constantly fucking hot. So,
Well, I keep like
Hell
a
yeah.
fan on.
I see.
I-
Fucking buys fans, you know?
Sorry.
I can't understand people who wear socks in bed. I can't.
Oh,
Spencer doesn't. It stresses me out.
Spencer!
Leo puts his socks on first. Like before anything else, before shirts, before pants.
Wait, really? He your sock
How's
up.
that weird?
I don't know. It just feels out of order. It's
That's-
just completely nude.
like
But you know what? I'll get these socks on.
That's so funny.
That's
First thing, I gotta
stressing
warm
me
up my
out.
tootsies.
What? My shit's already warm, dude. You know?
Yeah, because you're hairy.
Yeah.
No, he'll put his socks on first and then his pants, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Socks and pants, by the way. Commando 24/7.
Oh, my-
Thanks for putting that in order, Chief.
Listen, if you don't, I don't wear underwear, and I wear pretty much consistently just
What?
jeans.
No,
I enjoy the chafe.
That's disgusting.
That's a lie. I do not do that. And awkward segue. Speaking of chafing,
Oh, God.
what good are wasps? Would anyone miss them if they died?
No.
No.
I
Fuck a
wouldn't.
wasp.
Dude, do wasps?
Look, they're pollinators, but we have
So we got
bumblebees.
plenty of pollinators.
Bumblebees don't
They are
have
pollinators,
stingers.
though.
No, but bumblebees don't have stingers. There's plenty of bumblebees.
They also
You
don't
can
have
keep
feelings.
wasps around as Plan B
They're
for a
playing-
while.
No.
Plan B?
Fuck
No.
damn it.
That's what all the buzz is about.
you
Oh, God.
Do you guys use pesticides with nicotines in them?
With nicotine?
Yeah.
What?
Asking them. They say
Do
that
I
those,
use pesticide with nicotine in it?
Yeah, they say
What are they, farmers?
Nectoids or whatever. They say that those are linked to like bee deaths.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Let me Google. Let me Google.
Well, you're
Because
looking
she's
at...
not sober.
While you're talking about that, has anyone seen the Monty Python movie
my
Save
phone
TV series?
No.
Yes.
No.
Wait.
What?
I think
The Flying Circus?
Monty Python movies Save TV.
I'm
There's-
not.
Several Monty Python movies.
I've seen the movies and I've seen some
I've
of
seen
Flying
the
Circus.
I've not seen Flying
Circus.
Circus.
Shit.
Oh, I love it. I love their pet shop sketch. It's so fucking funny.
The bird.
This bird is just clearly dead. It's sleeping. No, it's not. It's dead. Wake up, bird! Wake up! It would fall off its perch if its feet weren't nailed to it. Oh, that's fine. That's just how it is. So awkward segue. Can you cook or bake?
Yes.
I can bake.
Yes, I can
Wait,
do
you
both.
could bake?
I can
I
cook.
can bake.
Fuck being able to cook, dude. How the hell do you have the patience
I
to
cook
bake?
like 4 things.
Listen,
I
I can
bake
make-
things.
I can make like
Wow.
the things I make on a daily basis:
Okay.
ramen,
I can't
Oh,
make
yeah?
it.
curry,
Yes.
pasta.
No.
Ooh.
Yeah, pasta.
It's a piece of cake to make an easy cake.
And I like to make.
It's the way you bake it. You gotta do the cooking by the book.
Yeah!
No, you can't be lazy.
Alright!
Thank you. Thank you for being my hype man, Leo. I appreciated that.
Fuck.
I'm sorry.
Like a motherfucker.
Cake it up. You gotta bake that shit.
I'm crying. Elle has a cousin that plays the drums.
I'll show you guys after. This is fucking hilarious.
Oh my god, there's like he plays the drums to like the rap version of
The
that
Little
song.
John version.
Oh, I love it.
It's incredible.
I'm sorry to end this one quick, but I think I have what might be the best question ever sent in to us.
Okay,
Alright.
okay. I'm ready.
Thank you so much for this one, Pant Signal.
Our friend.
If you could perform oral sex on yourself, would you tell anyone?
Absolutely.
I like that it
so.
jumps right past would you do it. It's like, of course you'd fucking
Yeah,
do it.
obviously.
Would you brag about it though?
Yes.
No.
Absolutely.
Probably not.
I'd
Uh-huh.
walk into I'd go into a job interview and they'd be like, what can you do for this company? And I'd look at, check this out.
Oh my god.
Why wouldn't they hire you?
They'd be
I
like,
think-
you're hired.
I think
Please leave.
I wouldn't tell anyone because then you would be like a figure, you know, and people would come to you.
You'd be an urban myth.
Yeah, an
An
urban
urban
myth.
legend.
You'd like Bigfoot, right, Connor?
Wait, you calling me out? I'm not a myth.
We know
Right
you
here.
are.
I'm
But
sorry.
that's okay.
Oh, sorry. You gotta go. Oh. Oh.
Open
actually
Gangnam
said that.
style.
No.
Am I right?
Oh, as in like, oh, I'm sorry, and then you gotta go like, oh, a blizzard and a blizzard.
Oh, blizzard. Aardvark's in a blizzard, eh?
basically,
Aardvarks.
we're basically Canadians.
I'm Canadian now, eh?
The Midwest is like basically like a softcore version of Canada.
That's fair, you know what? It's like, I've been hogging on my pogen stoken. Now, that's just weirdly Swedish.
I don't know what you're
I can't do a
but-
Midwest. I don't know.
Oh, you gotta go like, I'm so sorry. And then they go, oh no, it's not any problem at all, it's my fault. And then,
I'm so sorry. Wait,
why are you Russian?
it's me! Midwester!
Offended.
It's okay, I'm also Italian.
That's true. You're loud.
Look at me. I'm a fucking very
Y'all are the same
Italian.
person.
Basically the same.
We can fuse to become the ultimate Italian. The
We
super
just immediately
spaghetti.
fuse into some angry hairy dude with a beer gut.
God.
and
Hey,
a
what's
tank-
going on over here?
Beer gut, tank top,
We become-
spaghetti stains on your shirt.
We become what's his name from Aqua Team Hunger Force? The neighbor? Is it Carl?
Yes, Carl!
Carl.
Eh, what the fuck? Awkward segue. I think we're about to get close to wrapping this one up. Sorry, it's a shorter one. I'd like to say any final thoughts, anything you guys wanted to say, any questions you might have for Awkward Segue.
Connor, I'm gonna miss you.
I'm gonna miss
I
you.
could say.
I'm gonna miss you too. Both. I'm gonna miss
you
you.
guys.
We gotta visit next year. Like, seriously.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And I'm definitely gonna be coming up to Colorado sometime.
Yes.
Because
That
I
was
wanna
so
see
much fun.
you
Both
two.
you guys, please.
That would be
Yes,
fantastic.
that'd be
Yeah. And we're gonna take a train.
No, we're not going to do it.
I don't know if that's
I
possible.
don't-
I don't know if you can
It
do
is.
that.
It is. Believe
But
it or
we're
not.
not going
Is
to
it
do
really?
it. We're not
Yeah.
taking a train.
I want to take a train somewhere so bad. That's
He'll
like,
take a train, and I'll get there a few days before him.
but a few days.
What? Yeah, in a plane.
Yeah.
Like a normal person.
Yeah.
But I want I want to be on the food car and the sleeping car. I want to murder on the Rockport. Minus the
gonna kill
murder.
someone?
No. I'd be Trace Horny Boys.
I'm pretty sure they still killed someone, though.
Oh, they didn't kill anybody. I guess.
We know of.
Well, they killed the bad guy. I kill a serial killer in
Didn't
this
they
case.
kill the
that's fine,
engineer,
then.
the Tom Baudet
No.
guy?
The engineer got killed by the Rockport slasher. Remember, he pretended.
Not the engineer, the guy they meet. Whatever.
No.
This is not important.
Merle told him he didn't have to
Why
stand
do
in
we
front
need
of the
to go
train.
on why do we gotta go on a train?
See,
He's the only
I
one who
want
has
to
to go
do
on a
it just
train.
once, just to say I fucking
Taylor
did
will
it.
go on
We're
the
not
train. with
going
me.
back home on a train.
No, not this time. Just in the future. I'll
Yeah,
leave you
you're
at home.
taking.
I don't wanna hear
You're
you
stealing
lie
that
about it.
rental Porsche.
Yes.
Because it's fly as
Wait,
hell.
Yeah, well,
It's fucking
pretty dope.
nice.
I like how the last few minutes had gone from let's do some final wrap up to Connor and Kirsten talk about a part of the Adventure Zone.
yeah. Next
Don't sue us,
next year,
McElroys.
next year you gotta come see us not on a train. That is
Yeah, we're not taking a train.
We're
maybe
taking a train.
maybe a
What if I
helicopter.
rent you
Oh,
guys a
maybe
Porsche?
you should do
I could
like
live with that.
a land boat.
Nice.
A land boat. Well, I'm in Georgia.
Yes.
A land
The
boat.
coast is on the
Okay.
opposite end of this state.
Just take
At
obscure
least you have a
rivers.
coast. Fuck.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, how am I gonna get to?
We have the Colorado River.
I'm gonna fucking go kart through that.
No one's done it before. Go for it. Full
I'm a-
send.
We can
Full
hike.
send.
Kirsten, you and I are gonna hike to Colorado.
Absolutely
Oh
not.
my
What
God.
the
Those
fuck?
are
You
in
guys
such
would
good
pass
fucking
out.
shape.
I would be dead. I would 100% die before I got into that good of shape.
You might just die when you get off the plane. Can't breathe.
Yeah. So yeah.
People live up there.
Trains.
Our
have to
elevation level, 5,000 feet.
I'll have to see how much it takes for me to get drunk up there. Because it
Ooh,
takes so
probably
much
one
for me to
sip.
get drunk down
Yeah, it
here.
shouldn't be a
You're
lot.
massive though.
I'm a big boy.
Yeah.
You're sick.
You're like Andre.
I'm dummy thick.
Oh, fuck.
Hiding in a box.
Oh.
Thank you all so much for listening. If you enjoyed this episode somehow, I'm kidding. We had Ephie and Leo on, and they're charming as hell. Don't forget to just like leave a review on iTunes if you're listening on iTunes. It helps us in searchability. It helps us out a lot. And you know what would help us out even more? Just telling a friend about our show. Word of mouth is the biggest way and easiest way for our show to spread. And we will be back to our weekly, every Friday schedule very soon. Once again, I'd like to apologize for that. I'm just livid about those microphones.
Yeah, fuck those microphones. I will be listening. You guys should be listening too.
Aw, thank you guys. Thank you two for coming on. Thanks for coming down to visit.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Dad.
I hope you both had a fun time down here in Georgia.
Definitely.
It was actually pretty fun.
It's actually a lot of fun, even though we haven't like been to a Bojangles or whatever that is yet.
Don't do it.
Oh, God.
Don't do it.
I believe it's called Bojay's.
God damn it.
And with that, I've been Connor.
I've been Kirsten.
And I'm Ephie.
And I'm Leo.
And this has been Awkward Segue. Thanks for listening. I'm so sorry.